Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here today. We know over the course of this conference that you're learning about all sorts of cutting-edge methane sensor and detection technologies. It really is an exciting and inspiring time for the energy industry. We want to shift the focus a bit away from methane detection and ask why pneumatic devices at remote oil and gas locations need to emit methane at all. The Kathairos solution completely eliminates the need to vent methane from remote well sites and allows you to confidently track the emissions you're not venting in a super accurate and simple way. So maybe I'll start with what Kathairos is not. We are not a solar electric solution, which can be unreliable in variable weather conditions and need parts to be replaced every few years. We're also not an instrument air solution, which can be pretty expensive, require maintenance, and might even require an on-site generator. We're also not a combustion technology, which, as you all know, can be quite difficult to track mitigated emissions and can also be operationally unreliable. The Kathairos solution, in contrast, is much simpler than all these options. Kathairos uses nitrogen, a non-polluting gas, to operate pneumatic devices at remote locations. Liquid nitrogen is stored on site using specialized cryogenic tanks like the one pictured here that keep the liquid nitrogen really cold, like minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit cold. When stored in a tank, liquid nitrogen builds pressure rapidly as it becomes gas. Using basic thermodynamic principles, Kathairos' technology vaporizes prescribed amounts of liquid nitrogen at required pressures, up to 450 psi. The gaseous nitrogen is then delivered to pneumatic devices at the temperature, pressure, and quantities needed for normal operations. Once the liquid nitrogen depletes, about every month or so, the tank is then refilled, similar to a propane delivery model. This is an image of the demonstration units that were trialed last year in partnership with Velvet Energy. Similar technologies are used around the world in other sectors, such as healthcare. However, this is a first of its kind application in the energy industry. The Kathairos technology has tons of benefits. It operates flawlessly in all weather conditions. It requires no operator involvement or changes to existing systems. There's no rotating parts, so it's extremely reliable. It has a lifetime guarantee with no need to replace parts. It eliminates all on-site methane emissions. And perhaps most importantly, it's affordable, making it an accessible methane elimination option for well sites of all sizes. Because vent rates can really vary substantially, the cost of the Kathairos system is effectively tied to the amount of emissions eliminated. The more nitrogen consumed, the more methane eliminated. When vent rates are low, so are nitrogen costs. As a result, the cost of the system is effectively tailored to the specific operations of a given location and allows you to only pay for what you need. Given that this conference is on methane detection, I really want to highlight the ease and accuracy through which this technology quantifies methane mitigation, or what would have otherwise been emitted without the technology being in place. So nitrogen has a gas equivalency ratio to methane of 1.2762. Meaning that for every standard cubic meter of nitrogen used, 1.2762 standard cubic meters of methane is displaced or eliminated. As a result, we can easily and confidently track eliminated methane emissions through nitrogen consumption. This data is then uploaded to Kathairos' cloud-based portal, allowing producers to track their emissions for easy environmental reporting. The technology has successfully completed field trials and is currently being commercially deployed in Alberta, Canada. However, the simplicity of the solution makes it easy to scale up, and we anticipate entering US markets in the very near future. So to learn more about the Kathairos technology, please visit our website. You can also visit our YouTube channel where we have a video that goes into a lot more detail about what this looks like on site and in operation. Or best yet, reach out to us at either hello@kathairos.com or to me personally at jpeterson@kathairos.com so we can start a conversation about how the Kathairos solution can work for you. Thanks again for your time and for participating in the event here today.